Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is actually something really important that I feel like is not talked more enough, that is not talked enough in our community. And I mean as black people, I mean as millennials, as people trying to in our early 20s trying to get it together. This is something that's not talked about enough, and that is credit. So I came on here to share some tips only because my credit is in excellent standing. So as of this moment, I'm at a score of 801, and I can show you guys for proof. I was thinking about having like it in paper form, like I was gonna print it off the internet, but you know, it's the tech future. So I'm basically gonna show you on my app. Does it have any personal information? No. So as of this moment, I have a score of 801. Can you guys see that? Yes. So I have a score of 801, and that's based off of a 6-year credit history. I feel like it's longer than 6 years because my first credit card was when I first went to college. Yeah, it's longer than 6 years. Yeah, I started college in 2012. It's 2019. Okay, like 7 years, 6-7 years of credit history. But I really wanted to share these tips because a lot of people do not know how important credit is. Some people just overlook credit, and because they have it in cash, or they have it in cash, or they're making good money, they don't feel like they need credit. So believe it or not, this year I started to really figure out why credit is so important. So nowadays you can't go up to an apartment or a broker or anybody that is going to lease or finance you or rent you any type of important equipment or space or whatever product without them running your credit, such as cars, apartments, even like starting up your own businesses, buying a house, like buying a car. Like, it's serious. Like, everything runs on credit. So it's not about if you have it in cash, because rappers go into the freaking car dealership and can't get a car because they don't have no credit. And remember, no credit is bad credit. So remember that. So I'm gonna share a few tips. I'm gonna start with tip 1. I have everything on my phone, so if you see me look at my phone, then you know why. So the first tip is, do not use credit as cash. For example, if you do not have it in your bank account now, don't buy it. Or if you don't have it enough to buy it twice over, don't buy it. That's just how I go, and that's how, like, I'm very strict financially, especially when it comes to credit cards, because you can get messed up easy. Like, that's what they want. They want you to mess up. Like, so if you don't got it in your savings, you don't got it in your account, and you can't pay it back tomorrow or the next day, don't make the purchase, period. So like, if you buy something for $1,000, you ain't got that $1,000, don't do it. Especially if your limit is like $1,500. So also when it comes to that, right, they can give you more and more money, but also spending more then half, or spending more than 30% of your credit card limit also lowers your credit, if you didn't know that. So for like example, if you just have your new credit card, right, they give you $300 and you spend $150, and you're not a person that can keep up with your payments, wrong move. Like, late payments are horrible too. Do not make no late payments. And I really suggest that when you are making payments, if you're, let's say you spend $100 on it, on the credit card, and the minimum a month is $35, but you're getting paid, you have a job, why don't you just pay off the $100, or pay off more than $35? Like, I also suggest that if you don't pay off the full amount, you pay off more than the minimum. Like, that looks good, you know, and you're more than halfway about to be finished paying off your credit card. The next step is, I said next step, the next suggestion is, let's say you pay it off, right, and you're tired of credit. You're tired of credit cards because you cannot control yourself. You do not trust yourself. So you decide, you know what, I'm going to pay this off and I'm going to close the account. Do not do that. Like, that is as worse. That is as bad as not having the credit card in the first place. Like, do not close any accounts. You can get away with not using it for a while, or spend $1 on it. Like, you have to have some type of self-control. If you don't have any type of self-control or any value for yourself, your future, do not get a credit card. Like, just don't do it, because you'll be years in debt. We're already going through paying back tuition loans. Now you gotta pay back a credit card? Don't do it. Don't do it, hon. Don't do it. Anyways, the next suggestion is, if you have any type of debt at all, pay back small amounts weekly. So like I said, you have you spend $100 on your card. The minimum is $35. If you get paid weekly or not, if you know how to budget yourself, let's say 1 week you give them $40, the next week you give them another $40, boom, that's $80 off, and then you only owe $20 the following week. Or, you know, like, if you are going to make payments on a weekly schedule towards the amount that you owe, then you can lower your minimum payment. For like example, like I said again, $100 was spent, and then $35 is a monthly minimum of paying back the credit card. If you're going to pay back weekly, $20 the first week of May, $20 the second week of May, $20 the third week of May, and the fourth week of May is $80. Like, so, you know, it also works that way as well. Like I said before, do not have any late payments. That comes with interest. There's always interest on a charge anyways, so you being late also sends a red flag. Like, you can't keep up with your payments, you can't keep up with taking care of your own bills and stuff, and that lowers your credit as well. Also, if there are any other lines of credit open besides your credit card, that might be affecting your score. So like, for example, when I leased my car, that's a line of credit, you know, because they had to run my credit. So I can see that on like Credit Karma. You can go on, like, there's also opening a phone line like T-Mobile or something, they run your credit. So also, please be aware of how many things you're signing up for and how big the penalty is when they are running your credit. So like, when you sign up for a a store credit card from Marshall's or Victoria's Secret or Home Goods or Lane Bryant or any of these sneaker stores or any store, hey, would you like to get our store credit card? You get 30% off. No, like, they don't tell you we're gonna run your credit in order for you to get this card. If you are approved for this card or not, we're gonna run your credit, and they say, oh, you get a soft penalty for that. Like, if it's not worth running your credit for, do not sign up for store cards. That's just the same as bank credit cards. They go through a bank as well. If you mess up with them, you mess your credit as well. So please be aware of how many lines of credit is open and when you're allowing people to run your credit for things. So please just be aware. I say constantly watch out for things like that, and just spend your money wisely. Just spend your money wisely. Be a great steward over the money that God has blessed you with. And if there's any more questions, please leave a comment below. And if you're feeling nice, you can subscribe too. I would love to have more like informational videos. You know, I'm really good at makeup and stuff like that and lifestyle, but there's a lot of things that I know that I would like to also educate people with my bomb personality. Okay, all right, thank you guys for watching again. We're putting out more videos, more content, and we're coming hard. All right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you. Have a good day. And if you like my makeup, put a like down below. If I'm cute, like this video. If you like my personality, like this video. Alright, later.